Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is for you. Welcome back to a Division 2 video. And the last 48 to 72 hours have been very interesting within the Division community. A lot of things have been happening. Of course, the start of the Manhunt mission, the Climax mission, the new Master difficulty. That brings a few problems with it as well. Same as for a few other additions to the new projects or the new event going on. So let's talk about it real quick and let me tell you about all the problems and what they are already fixing, as there are a bunch of problems that they already know of and they're already working on. So the first thing I kinda wanna touch on is the Scorpio skin. We have a new exotic Scorpio skin that will be connected to the Brooklyn activation event. This will activate whenever you're done with your 100 levels of the season, and after that you will get a reloopable 10 caches. Whenever you collected all 10 caches, it will reloop again. And one of those rewards is the Scorpio weapon skin, but this is bugged. Whenever you receive it, you can put it on your weapon to inspect it real quick to see if you like the skin versus the original skin, but please do not, I repeat, do not save it in your loadout, as every time that you want to use that loadout, it will crash your game. I repeat, it will crash your game. So just make sure when you get this exotic weapon skin, do not save it as a loadout. This will crash your game every single time when you try to put that loadout on. And they're already working on a fix, and hopefully that will get fixed soon in the next update or the one after. And for the next thing I want to touch on, we're staying in the Brooklyn activation event. This extra event has caused some problems. Some people are getting 999 exotic components out of their exotic cache or even another cache. It is quite interesting, but this is bugged. If this happens to you, congratulations, enjoy it, use it, get all your favorite weapons, your gear up to par. But if there is some reason that you are triggering it, please do not abuse it. And talking about these caches, before yesterday we could have bought these caches with real money. The developers came out with a message for us all, talking about it as a lot of people saw it as loot boxes or even pay to win boxes, because in this way you could have bought caches for the Brooklyn activation event and you have a chance to get the locked exotics. So how some people saw it, it was pay to win to get your weapon, but it's not indirectly pay to win in my humble opinion. And still, everybody has their own choice for what they want to spend money on. If you want to spend money on those boxes, go for it. But the problem for me is that the moment that there are locked exotics in the game, especially for the solo players that never play a raid, that never play an incursion, that, for example, never have touched PvP whatsoever. They're just chilling in their own world, they're chilling on the PvE side, and they don't care about playing with the group. Those people will never have the chance to get an Eagle Bearer, will never have the chance to get any of the other raid exotics, because you need to be in a group. And for them, I can definitely understand that they're happy with all the locked exotics within the caches. But the only thing for me is that the Regulus is in there, and that is kind of a project. This is not just play the raid and maybe you get lucky by getting it out of the box or one of your teammates drops it. No, the Regulus is something that you really need to work for. You need to play the Iron Horse raid. After you played it, you will get a project that you need to donate a bunch of stuff and of course replay that Iron Horse raid again. And that's one of the things that I would rather see that they kept in the background, but overall the game is already almost 7 years old. They are trying to put some new and returning players back into the game, and this is of course a great way to do so. Like what Yannick said in the announcement, they will be focusing on new and returning players more than ever, next to of course a bunch of stuff for us in the open world and getting our end game even further and further. But let's get over the message that the development team gave to us for those loot caches, those loot boxes, those pay to win boxes, however you like to call it. Everybody has their opinion about it, but this is the message from the development team. Agents, after thorough evaluation, we decided to disable the option to buy seasonal levels in the season pass until the end of the season. While this feature was intended to help people with the seasonal progress, it has been used in unintended ways after the addition of the new stretch goals. This situation was not anticipated by the team, and we will reassess the synergy between the two features to ensure the community can get the best of both in future seasons. In the meantime, you can still level up naturally and earn all of the rewards until the end of the season, benefiting from other features like the XP event. Thank you for your understanding and continued support as we work to improve your experience, the Division 2 team. And this is quite of a quick reaction as well. Usually we had to wait like a couple days to get a reaction and then maybe a week or a couple weeks to see a change coming. They instantly responded to it, they instantly deactivated, so I think this is a huge GG's for the devs. And then I want to touch on the new climax mission, especially the master difficulty that can give us a new hunter mask. This hunter mask is bugged. This is not working as intended, and as far as we know, because one of the developers have responded to it, Daria responded to it, saying that it looks like that the last person that shoots the hunter will get the mask. We tested that out over the last couple of days. That is also not true. So I'm not trying to call out Daria, definitely not, but now y'all know that they're working on it and the mask is bugged. There is no specific way to get the mask. We tested a bunch of different ways, with people being the lead, didn't help. People taking out the hunter at the end, didn't help. Start the mission on heroic, invite the person that doesn't have the mask, then change the difficulty to master again, run through it, didn't help. The only way to guarantee yourself that hunter mask is to play the master difficulty solo, but that is going to be a very, very tough fight, as of course you're gonna be 1v4 against the hunters, and the 4v4 is already a pretty hard fight. But I just wanted to touch on this, that the devs are working on it, and it's just the luck of the draw whenever you get that hunter mask to drop for you. And then the last thing I want to touch on is the inventory problems. The devs know about the caches not opening up when we are at 150 out of 150. So this is not an intended change, and they are investigating the problem. The only thing, as you can see on the screen right now, that this is planned for the new year. So this is planned for 27th of May, maybe even later. So get used to it. At least this full month, we cannot open our caches while we are 150 out of 150. There are a bunch of smaller things going on right now as well, but these were the most important topics that I wanted to touch on. Let me know in the comments down below if you noticed a few other changes. Are there other bugs that are annoying you that were introduced with this new update? Let me know in the comments down below, and let's send the whole list to the devs to see if they can fix a few things. And that's of course my opinion, and I would love to hear yours. Don't forget, we're trying to build a non-toxic community over here. Everybody has their right to their own opinion, but don't be an asshole about it. And that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for sticking until the end. Like the video if you like the video or helps you out in any way or form. And of course, if you're new here and or you want to be updated about the Division 2, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. and I will see you in the next one. Pure Prime out.